Hi, my name is Hannah Whiteman, and I am doing debate number 4. The assassination of Iranian General Qasem Soleimani was negative for national security in the Middle East. And just as a preface, this will be from the U.S. perspective, looking at its relationship with the U.S. and the Middle East. Just some facts real quick. This happened on January 3rd, 2020. A U.S. airstrike happened at Baghdad International Airport. It killed, some places say 7, some say 10 people, including Soleimani and one of their military generals, I believe is his title. And this happened supposedly in response to a December 27th attack on the K-1 air base in Iraq. But Trump also said that there was imminent threat, which is debatable, which leads me to my first point, was the lack of justification. The lack of justification created far-raising tensions with Iran. Because of this lack of justification, Iran took this as a act of terrorism against Iranian officials. And because of that, Iran has vowed to get revenge on the U.S. And it's possible that this was really just a personal kind of vendetta. Iran has been had been mocking Trump and undermining him and his policies and his actions. And so there's speculation that it could have been a personal vendetta being taken action, or being put to action, which leads to my next point of, instead of really helping the U.S., it's actually hurt us, because now we're facing violation of possible international laws and of U.S. laws. According to the Executive Order 11905 that was signed in 1976, it was signed to prevent the assassination attempts on Fidel Castro. It forbids anyone who's directly employed or acting on behalf of the U.S. government for attempting assassinations. So, because of the issue of defining or finding the accuracy and if this was really an acted offense against imminent threat, as Trump said it was, or if this was an assassination attempt for other reasons, defining those things will determine if this was breaking international law, but it has put us in a worse place than we were going into this. And because of all that, Iran has responded very hostile, kind of understandably. They suspended their 2015 nuclear deal, which is a really big deal because that means they no longer are committing to nuclear restrictions, which means they are opening themselves up to having nuclear power. I did see that they were working with NATO still on certain training, but no longer will be under restrictions. And then because of this, they've upped their military action, and there's missile testing going on. So now we have the fear of long-range missiles coming out of Iran against Israel and the U.S. And they've also attacked many U.S. bases in Iraq, wounding dozens of U.S. and Iraqi personnel. Overall, there have been countless fails on our part for this attack that have created unnecessary tension, unnecessary lives lost, and opened the door for future conflict where it wasn't necessary. So that is why I believe that it was a negative impact on national security with the Middle East. Thank you.